All right, in this next section, and actually from here on out, we're going to be using those symbols, but now we're also going to be combining those symbols with the truth of the statement being made, okay? And what are the conclusions that we can draw based on those truth values? So we're going to be using a lot of truth tables. And what that does is it just shows the resulting value of a compound statement for all possible truth values of the simple statement. So let's start with one that's fairly simple. Let's see how this goes. All right, so a negation. All right, so if we have a statement like P is today is Monday, okay? If it really is Monday, so in other words, if it's really truly Monday, so we've got it's true, okay? Then the negation, not P, which would be today isn't Monday, is false, okay? So if it's Monday, okay, if today is Monday, that's true. Then if I say, but today isn't Monday, that is false, okay? That's where those two trues and falses are coming from, okay? Now, what if, on the other hand, today is not Monday? So let's say the value of P, which is today is Monday, okay? If it's not Monday, then that's a false statement, okay? Let's say today is Friday, and I say today is Monday. That's false, okay? But then if I negate that and I say today is not Monday, that is now a true statement, okay? So in general, kind of what you think, is going to try to erase there. In general, kind of what you think would happen is exactly what's happening. Okay. A negation is like making it, I kind of think of it as a negative. So a negation turns something that's true into something that's false, and something that was originally false into something that's true. Again, probably not terribly surprising. All right. Now let's look at a conjunction. Okay. All of the possible statements, so we got two statements. In our case, I picked out P is going to be Kate has a cat, and Q is going to be Kate has a dog. All right. So when would the statement Kate has a cat and a dog be true? All right. So looking at what's going on here, so P is true. Okay. P is going to be true. So in other words, that means she has a cat. All right. And if Q is true, that means she has a dog. So if we say P and Q, Kate has a cat and a dog, is that a true statement? Well, yes, it is, because we just saw right here, she has a cat and she has a dog. So that is a true statement. Okay. Now let's look at some other options. So P, she has a cat, could be true. Okay. Q, she has a dog, could be false. Okay, so she has a cat, she doesn't have a dog. What about the statement, Kate has a cat and a dog? Well, is that true or false? Well, if she doesn't have a dog, that statement is now false. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. We're going to fill this one in. So, P, which is about having a cat, is false. Okay, so she doesn't have a cat. Q is true. Kate has a dog. So if I say Kate has a dog and a cat, is that true or is that false? Okay, we would find that that is false because she doesn't have both. All right. And then last but not least, so if F is false, okay, I meant to turn on the highlighter there and not the cover up pen version. All right, highlighter. All right, so she doesn't have a cat. And Q is she has a dog. She doesn't have a dog either. So in other words, she has neither one. Is it true or false to say Kate has a cat and a dog? Well, that would be false because she doesn't have either one. Okay, so notice that the only time the statement she has a cat and a dog is true if both P and Q are true. Okay, you have to have both in order for the statement to be true, and put the word and in between. And again, hopefully that makes a little bit of common sense. It'll just take some time to get used to the symbols that we've got going on. Okay, let's look at a disjunction. All right, so still talking about Kate has a cat and Kate has a dog, but now we're going to use the word or as our connective, okay? So back to these truth statements. So again, P and Q could both be true, okay? So that means she has a cat. She also has a dog. Is it true to say Kate has a cat or a dog? Well, yes, it is. She has both, in fact. Okay, if you said to me, do you have a dog or a hamster? I would have to say yes, because we have both. Okay, we have a dog and we have actually 2 hamsters in this house. Okay, but that would still be true. So remember, in math, or could mean one or the other or both. Okay, one or the other or both. Just like we talked about in probability, like a card could be a red card and a face card at the same time. Okay, that still is an or. So this would be true. All right, let's say it's true that she has a cat, but it's false that she has a dog, so she doesn't have a dog. Okay, would it be true or false to say Kate has a cat or a dog? Well, it would be true because she has a cat. Okay, you don't have to have a dog in order to have a cat or a dog. You can have one or the other, and you could have both. All right, looking at the next one, Teddy, no bark. All right, next one. So it is false that Teddy, no bark. It is false that Kate has a cat. So that she does not have a cat, okay? And it's true that she has a dog. So she's got a dog, she doesn't have a cat. Is it true or false that Kate has a cat or a dog? Well, again, it is true. She's got a dog in this case and not a cat. All right, if both of those statements are false, okay, so Kate does not have a cat and she does not have a dog. Okay, those are both false statements, having a cat, having a dog. Is it true that Kate has a cat or a dog? No, it's not. Oop, again, turn on the pen, ding-a-ling. All right, no, it is not true. It would be false to say she has a cat or a dog because she doesn't have either one. So notice with an or is always true unless both of the simple statements are false. Okay, if you don't have a cat and you don't have a dog, you cannot have a cat or a dog. There's no way around it. But remember, it only takes one or the other to make that happen.